Now it is Get Fit today. I have my hand weights out. Today, just to give you an idea of what the workout's going to be like, 45 seconds in each exercise. We're going to do an upper body exercise, we're going to do a lower body, and then we're going to combine them and do them together. That means if one or the other isn't working for you, you can always choose the one that is the better for you. Right here, it's out, out, in. Take it out, out, and in. Before we get going with the weights, we are warming up the body. We want to make sure we warm up upper body and lower body. March wide, keep it wide. There's your wide march. Plant your feet, take some squats right here. You're going to sit back, take your squat, bring it up. Here's your down and up. We're going to do a few more of these. Take one more, and then on the next one, it is your cow cat. Hands are solid on your thighs. There's the drop of the belly, look up, the round as you release. Do this a few times. Really get the backside warmed up. When you finish this one, you're rolling all the way up. Shoulders back and down. Here comes your tap and reach. We really want to lengthen the side of the body, get their long stretch down the side. Take your arm across the front. It's your chance. Warming up the upper back area. Here comes your step touch, side to side. Little step touch. Let's take this step touch into a step up and over. There's your up and over and up and over. Now you're going to do this a few times. I'm tucking in a balance move right here. Remember, when you do balance, it's your chance to engage your core. One more time in each direction. And then take it into your heel front, push front. You're going to take your heel and push. Pull your toes up, and there's your chance to start stretching out the back of the leg. We are holding the right leg forward. Sit back. Here comes that tap of the foot. Little tap for movement in your ankle. Foot goes out and in. Stop the foot, shift the weight forward. It's a reach up, pull down. There's your stretch of the lower leg, up and down here. Now this time, bring the back knee in, give yourself a nice stretch down the front of the thigh. Open up the upper back, give yourself a nice stretch. We drop our arms down, take the back leg forward, sit back, tap the foot down and up. Now your foot goes out and in. We stop the foot, shift your weight forward. It's your reach up, pull down. There's your up and your down. Reach and bring it down. On the next one, back knee comes in. Here we go, bring it in. Sweep your hands back, open your chest, big stretch for the front. Drop the arms, bring yourself up, take it into your march. Here comes your march. Here comes the knee lift, tap the knee when it comes up. Use that, get some warm up for your hips here as you take it up and up. We're transitioning this into your heel back, pull back. Now you're going to open up the front of the thigh. You're going to see lunges later. You're going to want to make sure you have the front of the thighs open up as you lunge. Knees come up one more time. Here comes your knee up and tap. Knee and tap, knee and tap. Bring yourself into your march right here. We are going to march it out. March on your toes, lift your heels, zip the core. Bring the heels down, march on your heels, lift your toes, squeeze the glutes. Keep your feet down. There is your march. Ground your feet. Take some hip circles. Loosen your hips up right here. Take it around in one direction. Take it around in the other direction. And then once you finish that, if you want to grab a sip of water, grab a sip of water. First move we're going to start with is a side plank today. I'll be doing mine on the wall. Feel free to take yours to your chair. That's a great option, more challenging. Wherever you want to take your side plank. And today I want you to think about a little hip drop and lift it up. Now, remember, we don't want to irritate our low back. You have this little dip of your hips and you lift it up. It's a little dip and a lift. Small little hip dip, straighten it out. Little dip, bring it up. So we stay here. We have about 15 seconds to go with this small little hip dip. Now focus on using the core, strength, hip strength. Let's take one more little dip right here. And then you're going to bring yourself up and switch sides. So you have 15 seconds to transition. We're taking it to the other side. Get yourself set up. Like I said, chair might be a good option if you want something more challenging. And then there's that little dip of your hips down, lift the hips up. Now this is going to work your core in a little different way. And side planks are hip strength. So feel that little dip and then bring it up. It's a little dip and bring it up. Again, think core. So I give you areas of the body to focus on so that we don't let it go into other areas. Really focus on using the hips to get it down and up. It's a very small movement. Here comes your last one. Bring yourself up, shake it out. Now we're going into a deadlift. Now I'm going to grab a size weight that feels right for me right now. You might skip weights. Here comes your deadlift down and up. Here's your down and up. So now I'm using the deadlift motion. Warm up the backside of the body a little bit more. Now I want you to really focus. Little squeeze between the shoulder blades. And think of a towel wrapped underneath your armpits and keep it nice and snug. I'm giving you that direction intentionally today because our next move, you're going to want to really focus on your back. Here comes your down and your up. Let's do one more. And then when you finish that one, bring yourself up. We are going to plank. But when we do the plank, you will see me holding one weight. We're going to do a one-arm row in your plank. So get into your plank right here. You might want your feet a little wider because we're going to be taking it. Think one-armed plank here, and there's your row and down. There's your up and down. There's your up and down. So now we're doing a row in a plank. Squeeze the glutes. All the little tips that I give you without the row, you are still doing those. But now you're adding an arm movement with it. And of course, we want to remember to breathe. There's your pull and your release. Let's do one more. And then you bring yourself up. Take your 15-second break. We get to do that one more time. So shake it out. Give yourself a little break. Set yourself up. First, get into your good plank. Now my feet are a little bit wider. And then there's that pull and the release. Pull, release. Squeeze the glutes. Strong through the chest. It's a row. Now I did put my feet wider. I need a little more assistance because basically, right, we're only using one arm. There's your up and down. Keep it going for 10 more seconds. Here comes your last row. Then bring yourself up. You can take one weight in each hand if you want. It's our single-legged deadlift. We're gonna alternate sides. Get your shoulders back and down. And then when you're ready, here comes your hinge. Bring it up, switch sides. Here's your hinge. Bring it up and switch. Here comes your down. Think long straight line. Now you could always choose to keep your back foot down if today balance isn't happening. So maybe you keep your toes down as you take your hinge and bring it up. Keep going at your pace. One more time. And you can go ahead. Set your weights down. Shake it out a little bit right here. And we're going to just add some punches. Now I want you to loosen up the upper body a little bit. There's that punch and punch. Punch and punch. Take it across. Little punch to the front. Take a little punch to the front. Remember, release the hip. We're going to see some of our wood chop type movements coming up. There's your punch to the front. Let's take it into an uppercut. It's your chance to bring it up. Again, move through the hip. That's where the power is. As you bring it up and up. Here comes your hook. Bring it up for a hook. Elbow comes up. Here comes speed bag. Take a little arms up. Shake them out a little bit right here. There's your speed bag. Move your feet just enough. Now you're going to bring your arms down. We're going to go right into quick feet. You're taking your feet out, out, in. There's your out, out. Now feel free to go a little slower if you want. I'm going to pick the pace up a little bit. There's your quick feet. There's your out, out. Little quick, 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 quick. Maybe you can squat down a little lower. Maybe you can move a little quicker. I'm intentionally bringing in a little bit of speed. It's good for us to practice moving our bodies a little quicker. And right there, shake it out. If you want a sip of water, grab a sip of water. We're going to start coming into upper body move, followed by a lower body move, and then we're going to combine them together. Hammer curls are first. Whatever weight you like to use for your hammer curls. There's your up and your down. Think elbows by your side. Think your thumbs lead as you bring it up. Use control right here. So here is the upper body move. You're going to see this combined in a little bit. Up, control it down. Up, control it down. We have time for two more. There's one. Now you're going to let your arms relax down. Shake it out. Reverse lunges are next. We're going to alternate. So let your arms relax right now. And here we go. You're going to step back for your reverse lunge. Bring it up and switch. It's back and lift. So this is your lower body move. We do this for 45 seconds. Try to stay tall. Remember, use the thigh, use the glutes as you go down and up. And yes, I know it's balance. Makes it a little more challenging. when we keep alternating feet. Take one more on each side. And now you're keeping yourself up. Take a quick little 15-second break. Keep your weights, because now we're going to step back with our hammer curl. So right here, when you're ready, we step back, hammer curl, bring it up. Curl and lunge, bring it up. Now that's an added challenge. Maybe you choose to do just the upper body, maybe just the lower body. So because we're using upper lower together, we are challenging ourselves a little bit more. You might feel your heart rate up a little bit. There's your step back, lift. One more each side. And then when you finish that one, 15-second break. Weight swing is next. I'm setting on my smaller weights. I'm going to grab a little heavier weight. Good grip on the weight. We have 45 seconds. You're swinging. There it comes. The swing. Now make it nice and fluid. Let's think about the weight or the movement as a hinge. Our back stays straight, and you're taking that power through the hips. So it's that little push forward. So the lift of the weight is with the power from the hips. One more swing, and then go ahead. Control the weight. Next two moves. We're going to do overhead presses. We're going to do squats. We're going to combine them together. I already know overhead presses, shoulders, a little bit smaller weight for me. So right here, shoulders back and down. Overhead press. Up and bring it down. Up, bring it down. Up and down. Up and down. Lift and lower. So here comes that overhead, strong upper body. Remember, our core is snug, your knees a little soft. We don't want to use our low back to get the weight up. You're using your shoulders. You have one more to go. And then bring your arms down. Take your 15-second break. Next move is your squat. Pick the distance you like for your feet. Let your shoulders relax. I am going to bring the weight by my shoulders this time. And then when you're ready, here comes our squat down. Bring it down and up. We have 45 seconds with the squat. Getting used to this movement right here. Down and up. Hips slide back. They come up. They slide back. They come up. It's your squat wherever it works best for you today. Keep going. You're picking your pace. Remember, we try to keep our knees tracking over our toes. If they like to collapse in or out, work a little harder to keep them straight forward. Here comes your last squat. Take your 15-second break. There's your little break. Because remember, this time, it's going to be your squat with your overhead press. So again, let your arms relax. Get your legs ready. Weights come up. And there we go. We're going to squat down, bring it up and press. Squat down, bring it up and press. There's your down and your up, down and up. Slide down, slide up. Slide down, slide up. Make it a good squat. Strong through the upper body as you press overhead. Again, these are our combination moves, a little bit more challenging when we do upper lower together. One more squat and press, and then go ahead. Bring your weights down. Now grab your heavier weight. We're gonna do our offset carry. So I really want you to focus on getting centered. So right here, stand up nice and tall. Add your marching. Now this is really about getting tall from the heels up to the top of your head. You're staying up tall. Maybe you keep the legs a little bit smaller and you march it here. I'm lifting up mine higher. We're doing 45 seconds on each side. The whole idea here is when you're carrying something heavy on one side, we don't want to be leaning over. That's going to torque your back. We're working on this strength with our core and our hips to stay up tall when we have weight in one side. There's your lift. Here comes your 15-second break. Go ahead, relax it. We do have the other side to go, so let that side relax. Think of that big zip of the core, a little string pulling your head to the ceiling. Start with your little march maybe. Get used to the movement. Maybe you make it a little bit bigger. Then you pick your pace. And right here, try to stay up nice and tall. When you do that, you're going to have to use your glutes. So mentally think, squeeze the glute. Think, zip the core. We start with those side planks, get our hips and our core warmed up. This is where you're using that to stay upright and tall. 10 seconds to go here. Here comes your last march. You can carefully set this weight down. Unless you're going to use it, we're going to do the wood chop where it's diagonal with a little halo overhead. I go lighter. The weight is going far away from my body. It is a squat motion. So here comes arms up. It's your diagonal down as you squat. Bring it up in a little circle. There's your diagonal down. Bring it up in circle. Here's your diagonal and your lift. Diagonal and lift. So right here, zip the core. That's because the weight is going away from you. Lots of core strength. One to each side. And there comes your last one. Bring yourself up. Bring your weight down. We're going to do tricep push-ups. That's how we're going to get the back of the arms. Maybe you want to do it on the wall. Remember, tricep push-ups, plank. Elbows are coming in right next to your rib cage. I will be doing mine on my chair. Please feel free to take it to the wall or the floor. There is your plank, and then there is your down and up. There's your down and up. It's your down and your up. There's your down and up. There's your down and up. So straight line, you're in your plank, elbows coming right next to the rib cage. Strong core. Now remember, you're lifting with your triceps and your chest. Be nice to your elbows. One more. Bring yourself up. Shake your arms out. Next move, we're going to just go right into it. Side arm, side leg. It's a side raise. I'm staying lighter. One weight is in your right hand. Left leg is going to come up. And then when you're ready, lift and bring it down. Standing leg a little bit soft and bent. There's that. Now check it out. Just like when we were doing the offset with a heavier weight, top of the head stays to the ceiling. And there was that control. Check it out. We're slow on the way down. That's your challenge. Right there, it's slow. So we're resisting gravity. You lift up, you slow it down. lift up, slow it down. Up. Let's do one more. And then when you finish that one, relax the arm, relax the leg. Now you know what's coming on the other side. And if you want to hold onto your chair for balance with your hand, go for it. Shoulders back and down, stand up tall. And there goes. Out and bring it in. Now you can always bend your elbow if it's too much for your shoulder. And that's going to remove some of that tension in your neck. It's a lift right there. That's a slow down. That's where we take the effort right here. Slow motion. It's up and down. Now you should feel your core working because this weight is going away from your body. There's your lift and your lower. Here's your lift and lower. One more time. And then when you finish that, go ahead, give yourself a little break. We're going to do rows. They're going to be for your biceps, which means your palms are going to face front. I do like to use a little heavier set of weights for this move. Our back gets to help, but the focus is on your biceps. There's the hinge, and now the elbows slide back. Release it down. Slide up, slide down. Up and down. So we have our classic row, but with our palms facing front. We're going to get our biceps a little bit more today. We have two more to go. There's one, and there's two. Bring yourself up carefully. Next, it's our windmill type motion. That's when we're in triangle pose. Arm is up and over. Maybe you use a weight, maybe you don't. I will be adding the bend in the front leg. So think your triangle pose. And then when you're ready, there's your slide down, slide up. So there's that little bend. When you come up, it's thigh strength. The weight is overhead, shoulder stability here. It's a triangle type movement. That means core strength. There's that slide down and slide up. Zip up the core, stay strong through the center. Remember the front knee stays a little soft at the top, just like it would in a triangle pose. One more time. And there we go. Carefully bring the weight down. And we take it over to the other side. We get 15 seconds. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bring your feet into your position. Here comes arm up. And then when you're ready, slide down, slide up. Slide down, slide up. So I'm looking forward because I'm looking at you guys. Bigger challenge. Look up towards your weight. Now, if that makes you dizzy, hurts your neck, obviously, you would look forward or even down if that's better for your body. There's your slide down and slide up. Slide down, slide up. Let's do one more. And then when you finish it, bring yourself all the way up. You can bring your weight down. We're going to do our little crouch forward with a reverse fly. That means I'm staying with lighter weights. This is rear deltoid. We are going to be alternating our legs. Bring your shoulders back and down. And then when you're ready, it's your step, your reverse fly, and you bring it up. So we have this step forward, you fly, and then you bring it up. Step, fly, and bring it up. Now we have to have our shoulder blades back and down. That's important so we don't use our top of the neck. This is really about the upper back. Focus on lifting with the upper back. Here's that step and fly. Bring it up and switch. We're doing this one more time on each side. Now, one more time. We get a little bit of a break. And I'm going to bring in upright rows. Let your shoulders relax. Shake it out. Upright rows. Weights are in front. They zip up your jacket. Slides down. Here's the important part. Elbows lead this movement. It's the elbows sliding out and up and slide down. There's your up and down. Now we can stop right at the chest. There's your zip and unzip, zip and unzip. One more time, and then you go ahead. Take your break right here. Relax your arms. Plies are next. Now, because of time, we're going to go right into upright row and plies together. Toes are open where it's comfortable for you. Weights are in front. When you're ready, slide down, zip up, and release it. Slide down, zip up, release it. Lift and lower, lift, lower. Now take your time. Knees are opening to the outside. There's your upper lower body movement together. Keep the zipping motion. That means your elbows lead. They open up and then they come straight down. We try to keep our wrists straight. We're taking one more. Finish that one. Keep yourself up. Go ahead, set your weights down. Grab a sip of water. We're going to skate it out right here. We're going to do our little side-to-side skating. Use the space you have, pushing the line. Now you're going to pick the version that you want. Maybe it's the balance right there. I'm catching myself with a back leg up. Maybe it's about going a little quicker. When I go quicker, I keep a shorter stance. Maybe it's about getting more hang time where both your feet are off the floor at the same time. It's a little leap and leap. And feel free, mix it up. Take some fast ones, take some long ones, and then bring it back. Balance. Whatever works for you. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Tightrope walk. Last move we're going to do, and then we'll start stretching everything out. Stand up tall. Find your space. Here comes that walk. Heel toe. So think heel toe, forward and backward, working on your balance. And because we did leg exercises, we had our upper body. You might be a little bit more wobbly. That would be expected. Take about 2 more steps. And then when you finish that, bring yourself back to your center. Take some hip circles. Loosen everything up. Loosen it up after doing our windmill motions or squatting. All that good stuff. Let the hips go. Change the direction. Take it around in the other direction. Loosen it up. Make it feel good for your back as you take it around. Stop your hips. And now we're going to take it into our stretch for the side of the body. Right foot goes behind the left. Fingertips tap the ceiling. There's your length. Lean up and over. Then stretch all the way through the side of the body. If you don't feel it, stack your shoulders. Bring yourself up. Arms come down. Uncross the feet. left behind right. Fingertips go up, tap the ceiling. There's your up and over. Push the feet down. Bring yourself back to center. Let your arms come down. Uncross your feet. Take a hamstring curl. My foot's going to be on the floor. Feel free to take yours to the chair if you want. Stretching the back of the leg where it feels best for you. So think, level out the hips. Get a nice stretch down the back of the leg. Bring yourself up. Here comes the other side. Foot goes out. Maybe the toes are up. Maybe the toes are down. We start bringing ourselves all the way up. Here comes the quadricep stretch. You're going to take the hand, balance yourself, big stretch down the front of the thigh. Feel the stretch through the quadricep. Maybe you can get it into your hip by pushing your hips forward. Relax this side. Take it to the other side. Heel comes up. Here comes the stretch. Push the hip forward. There's the nice stretch down the front of your thigh. Relax the leg down. Give yourself a big shoulder roll. And now clasp your hands behind your back. Lift your hands up and away. So straighten the elbows, lift them up and away so you get a big stretch in the front of the chest. You relax the arms, sweep them up. Here's your tricep. It is going to be your right hand drops. Now we did our tricep push-ups. Here's your chance to stretch through the tricep. Fingertips go up. Drop the left hand. There's your stretch here. Fingertips go up. Bring your arms down. Slide the right hand behind your back. Now we want to do this chest. Drop the ear. Now we did upright rows. Here's your chance. Let the traps relax. Release it. Feel the stretch in your neck, your upper shoulder. Lift the head. Relax the right arm. Take the left arm behind. Drop right ear, right shoulder. Big exhale so you get the stretch in your neck, the upper shoulder area, your traps. Lift the head, relax the arm, little shoulder roll, shake it out. Arms open to the side so you can hug a big ball. Open up between your shoulder blades. Now we did reverse flies. We did the rows in our plank. This is your chance to stretch your back. Maybe you can get a little bit down the side, but really focus on the lats. Take it off to the other side. Get that big muscle group down the side of your back. Bring yourself back to center. Now you're going to slide your hands up. Flip your palms towards the ceiling. Use that to stretch your wrist. You want a big stretch through your wrist? Let your arms come down and take a big shoulder roll. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Add your inhale. Big inhale. Reach all the way up. Exhale, blow it out. We have 2 more of these. It's a reach up and a blow out. One more time. Here comes that big inhale. There's your exhale. And thank you all very, very much.